The first thing that I would like to say is God bless you and your family.
Yes.
Thank you for being there for us. We need you. That's right. At my age, my big problem right now is I'm scared to death for Social Security. Because I know that if they try to privatize it, or they try to take it, we're in deep trouble. I'm barely making it now. By the time Social Security pays me and I pay my bills, I'll get $16 a month. Now, my big question is, I want your mother, whatever she does, put a hold on Social Security. Don't ever let them get back in there, because we know Bush took $4.7 trillion out of Social Security surplus. So we need that help. And thank you very much for being here today.
So thank you for what you said. And for those of you who couldn't hear her, she asked a question about Social Security. And with all due respect, it was not a trust, it was not a surplus, it was a trust fund that was raided. So my mom thinks we have to do a few things about Social Security, and I also want to share that in my earlier event today in Cincinnati, I was asked about Social Security by someone who's younger than I am, which I found really encouraging, that those of us not on Social Security yet, because I hope we all live long enough to be on Social Security, are already thinking about kind of, will Social Security be there for us? And what do we do to protect it to ensure that it's there for all generations of Americans? So my mom thinks we have to do a few things. One, we absolutely have to prevent anyone from raiding the trust fund in the future. Two, we have to continue to stand against efforts to privatize Social Security. My mother, when she was in the Senate, when President Bush was in office trying to do what you're talking about, consistently voted against and stood against efforts to privatize Social Security. Yes, as did your Senator, Rob Portman, and not voting against privatizing it, voting for privatizing it. And we have to replenish the trust fund. And my mom thinks we have to look at a few different ways to do that, including raising the cap, increasing taxes on the wealthiest Americans and corporations, because we have to replenish the trust fund and then protect the trust fund for the future. Because if we only do one or the other, we won't be meeting our basic obligation to our seniors today, or to those of us who hopefully will be seniors in the future. What I found, my first reaction during the debate when Donald Trump said nasty woman was to say, oh my gosh, now no one's going to pay attention to Social Security, because that's actually what she was talking about when he interrupted her. So I hope that maybe I will be proven wrong by that, and more people will look at that moment in the debate and realize on Social Security, as on every issue, there are such clear differences in understanding what the issues actually are, and understanding what policies we need so that Stronger Together isn't just a slogan, and that has to, of course, include our seniors. So thank you for your question, and although this wasn't part of your question, I would also say something else my mom fought for in the Senate, and that I hear her talk about whenever she talks about Social Security in longer than a debate answer, is we have to make whole women who are still bearing the brunt of unequal pay. Because one of the reasons your Social Security runs out is because it's probably fair to guess, since this is true for most women, particularly most senior women in our country, the lifetime of unequal pay carries forward into Social Security. So we need to make women whole, even if it's belated, so that your work is being valued equally in Social Security, even if you weren't having your work valued equally while you were in the workforce. So thank you for your question.